Today was, what's the buy-in, right? Are these guys really excited to go out there? And I think we got a little bit of a taste of their competitive spirit with dodgeball. Started off a little bit fun, and then it got really amped up. I think it'll be the same thing today with these three games, and especially the third game when everything's on the line.
Yeah, we got a running clock the first two games, and the third game, obviously, it'll be a little bit heightened atmosphere. But if you think about this, with the AFC wide receivers, the talent they have, and the NFC wide receivers they have, nobody wants to be out on an island with these three quarterbacks that each team has. We have been told by the coaches that each quarterback will have their own game. Excited for all the different storylines that are going to pop off on both sides.
I think it's a great point that everybody, you know, of course, when you only have 5 receivers and you got 7 guys on defense, they shortened the field to 50 yards, but they did not narrow the field.
Why?
So you're talking about a lot of width, and then these coaches have got to decide, do you play man-to-man? Do you play zone? And if you do blitz, and we'll talk about this once these games start, if you blitz or if you rush, we'll get into some of those details. You have to play cover one or man-to-man. So it does put these corners in an unenviable place because then both teams are stacked at receiver.
Yeah, Kirk Herbstreit was singing along with Peyton Manning to Luke Bryan last night. I was trying to read all the flag football rules so we can get it dialed in.
You were the magic show, dude.
I did. I saw David Copperfield. He forced me to give him 5 standing ovations. He earned about 2 of those. But it is a blast. We are thankful to be here, lucky to be here. And I think there's going to be a couple of today.
I think you're right.
Susie, back to you. We can't wait to take the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if we are ready for this. Not really sure. Of course, today we'll be missing a bunch of Philadelphia Eagles for good reason. 8 Eagles selected to the Pro Bowl this season, tied for the most of any team. Jalen Hurts, Pro Bowler for the first time, joined by a couple of his weapons, A.J. Brown and Miles Sanders. That amazing Eagles offensive line well represented, and on defense, Son Reddick of his best season and cornerback Darius Slay were also selected. Now here's Hurts with Matt Hasselbeck.
Four, 3, 2, 1. A flock of Eagles is heading to Arizona.
When I was growing up, I remember when Doug Williams was the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. And here we are, first time ever, 2 starting quarterbacks who happen to be black, going head to head. How important is that to you?
It'll be a moment. It'll be a moment. You know, my grandparents, my father, my parents, they see it because they grew up in a different time than we're growing up in now, but it's a special moment. You know, it's a historical moment, and for the young kids watching at home, maybe it's a kid out there that their coach wants them to try another position because they think they can't do it. I'm glad to be someone that is uplifting people to keep going and keep fighting, because you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
So I played with a guy named Seneca Wallace. One of the teams he played for was the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers been around a long time. Seneca Wallace was the first black starting quarterback ever in the history of the Green Bay Packers.
Right.
You come to a team with a very rich history of elite starting quarterbacks. Is that special to you to be a part of this team, this organization, because of that?
Yeah, I think it is. It's something that I've realized as the journey has gone on, and I've always had my memories of McNabb, Rodney Peete, and Randall Cunningham, and Michael Vick, of course. To have an opportunity to lead this place, I think it's special.
Who want to come out here and dominate?
He lets it fly, and it is caught for a touchdown, A.J. Brown! You cannot throw a football better than that. I mean, it was perfect.
You and Patrick Mahomes, number 1 and number 2, highest QBR as a pocket passer. Why do you think people sleep on you as a pocket passer?
I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I play the game in a very unique way. Me personally, being able to be consistent in the run game, be consistent in the passing game, and mentally know what my plan is and knowing what I want to do based off of my preparation. And I think that's the beautiful part about all of this is everybody has an opinion about something, but everybody in their opinions don't deposit at the bank.
No doubt he will be making a huge deposit of his own at the bank soon enough as he cemented himself as the franchise quarterback this season. Came such a long way from, remember last summer, all the questions? And like the Chiefs, today the Eagles getting set, boarding the plane to Arizona, as we can truly say, fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, there you go.
On this Sunday. 4 hours of fun to talk everything Super Bowl next Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. Both the Countdown crews live from Arizona. Much more from the two quarterbacks. You heard just snippets of the conversations. And right after the game, catch Boomer and the guys for a special edition of NFL Primetime. And now our favorite time of the show, we send the guys out to the end zones. A little blitz of interviews. Boog, who do you have?
Christian, just how fun has this week been for you?
It's been great. You know, just such an honor to be here around some of the best players in the league. They've made it really fun for us. And I think adding the flag football, guys are going to, you know, get after it a little bit. The competitive juices will get going. So it's just been a lot of fun.
And speaking of flag football, when's the last time you actually played flag football?
It's been a minute. I think maybe at a recess or something when I was in elementary school, but it's been a while.
From the standpoint of the competitive juices, at what point is it going to go from fun to, all right, let's go out and put on a show and compete for these fans?
Well, the third game is worth the most. So I think once everybody starts realizing what's at stake and you get going through the first half of the first game, I think that's when it's going to start.
I appreciate it. Christian, good luck today. RG3 now tossing to you, man. Who you got?
Hey, what's up, Bug? I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Trevor Lawrence, the hair savant. The people want to know two things. One, what is your daily hair routine? And two, what was your order at Waffle House?
Oh, man, nothing for the hair. I just wash it. Shampoo. So blessed. That's the secret. And then Waffle House, I got a Texas bacon cheesesteak, side of hash browns with cheese, and a pecan waffle. And a coffee, of course. Waffle House coffee is great.
Oh, my goodness. He's a man of the people. When you talk about this game, what are you looking most forward to with these select wide receivers out here?
Just, you know, watching them ball and just basically being able to sling it around some of the best players in the league. It's going to be a lot of fun. Kind of feels like when you were in school playing like football at recess, all that. So it's going to be fun watching everybody just have fun and let it loose. So it's going to be a good day.
Okay, so I look at you as a guy that redefined what 4-4 means, right? You threw 4 interceptions in the first half, came back roaring like Dabo Sweeney running down the hill with 4 touchdowns, 1 in the first half and then 3 in the second half. What was going through your mind in that moment that helped you get through that rut you were in and come back with the biggest comeback in playoff history?
Yeah, I mean, really just focusing on one play at a time. I think when you try to get it all back at once, it's not going to help you, you know? So I think that was our whole mindset on offense, was just one play, one drive at a time. You know, we're not going to – there's no 27-point plays. You got to take it one play at a time. So that was what we were telling each other on the sideline, and we just believed it. And obviously a lot had to happen for us to win. We had to score every drive, and our defense had to stop them pretty much every time in the second half. So a lot went into it. It was awesome.
Well, Trevor Lawrence, you earned your way here, man. You played like a top 10 quarterback the second half of the season. Looking forward to seeing what you do next year. Hey, Boog, what you got with George Kittle over there?
I appreciate it, RG. I'm standing here with one of the best tight ends in the National Football League, George Kittle. What can we expect today from you? Because we know you love to put on a show.
No, I do. While the physicality might be taken out of this game, there's a lot more that goes into it. You're going to see a lot more of the skill stuff. You're going to see a lot more of the guys moving in space. It's going to be a fun day. See, you know, maybe I might avoid a guy instead of running through their face. So we'll see what happens.
So is it fair to say that today we're going to see a lot more of your route running ability, maybe make a guy miss type?
To an extent. They're going to have some good ones. There might be. I'm not going to watch his tape, but I'm going to have a fun time today.
You know, with the new reimagined Pro Bowl games, in all seriousness, what's been the funnest part of this for you guys, going from the traditional Pro Bowl game to what we have now?
I think one thing, all the events we've had all week have been really fun, all the little challenges. Get guys who don't normally do a certain thing to do something random. You got defensive linemen catching punts and stuff. And it's just been fun to hang out with all the guys. We have a great spot, and just being interact with other Pro Bowl players is really fun.
Hey, man, congratulations. Great season. Appreciate you. RG3, who you got, buddy?
Bug, I'm here with the man, my Heisman brother, Derrick Henry, a.k.a. King Henry. So you earned your way here as well to the Pro Bowl. You've been a phenomenal running back. You're putting stiff arms in everybody. I kind of showcase what you do in the offseason and the workouts. How do you come up with these crazy workouts that you put on social media?
Yeah, I saw that, man. I appreciate you, putting me on the spot. But now my trainer he just come up with the stuff. And I guess, like, when I'm playing during the season, he makes a format of what he wants me to do and what workouts we're going to do. And sometimes it's just on the fly and we just do it.
Yeah, man, you've been amazing over the course of your career, and you've actually gotten better as the years have gone on. What would you attribute that to, your ability to continue to get better year in and year out?
I think it's just focus on improving, never being satisfied, always staying hungry, and, just keeping that fire in you. And I think, I'm always critical of myself, So, you know, every year I want to be better, and every year I try to work on everything I need to get better at each and every day.
Well, you're certainly doing it, but the question that everybody wants to know at home is, are you going to pull out the Derrick Henry stiff arm today in flag football when they're coming for the waist?
Hey, if I got to get that dub, it's going to happen.
There you have it for the man, the myth, the legend, Derrick Henry. Susie, what you got?
I don't know if I want to be on the other end of that stiff arm, flag football or not, never. So let's spend a minute on Derek Carr here for the AFC, working on his 4th Pro Bowl. His selection after a drama-filled finish to the season spices things up. He tweeted, well, maybe this invitation got lost in the mail from past seasons, but I'm going back to Pro Bowl number 4. See you soon, Vegas. And man, did he light it up Thursday night in the precision passing competition. He came away with the highest score of all the quarterbacks, giving the AFC their first points of the competition. So here he is just a little while ago with Marcus Spears.
Brother, I watched you in that skills challenge, put up 31. Everybody was excited. Tell me about this week, man, and how it's been. I know you got a lot going on. We're not getting into that. But how has this Pro Bowl experience been, and the fact that you can do it here?
Yeah, you know, it's been a lot of fun. You know, just coming into the stadium today, I know all the security people. You know, I know everyone working in the parking lot. I know, you know, it's been a fun week. You know, and what a time, what a blessing it is for me to be able to say goodbye to our Raider fans, you know, that are going to be here today.
The one thing I've admired, man, watching you this week is how gracious you have been with these fans, but also, like, you get competitive. This gets competitive. I think a lot of people think of the Pro Bowl and they like, these guys are really ready to go. Tell me about today and these challenges, and if it's really about winning and what the conversation's been like this week.
When I woke up this morning, there was one thing on my mind, is winning. You know, like, we're still competitive, you know what I mean? And so it'll be